Good evening everyone, welcome to this market outlook. Tuesday. Gosh, didn't upload yesterday, and it wasn't a public holiday in the US. Anyway, it's Tuesday the 12th of July 2022. We'll start here as we usually do on gold. First I want to just go back, watch just the quick summary of the video from last week. Just use this as a little exercise. So I'll watch this. So this week look for this continuation to the downside in gold, silver, continue the downside. So gold and silver I was looking for continuations, and price was here. So you can see after this rejection up, we clearly just went bang straight through that level, broke that low, Big movement that day. Let's have a look at that. 2.4%, it's pretty significant. Big move again on the 6th. Since then it's moved sideways. Yesterday it's opened and had this bearish move down. Will we get further movement with this momentum, because it's pretty strong, down into 1704 and 1699 to complete that wave 1. So what comes next is a wave 2, which is a pullback. So will we get back down here this week before having a pullback, or will we continue lower? Let's aim and watch these targets initially. For any bullish activity, we'd need to break the previous high. So that's what you need to look for first, and currently it's not even on the horizon. Previous highs up here. So silver also was watching for a continuation, which worked out beautifully. You can see we broke straight through there, significant move, then sideways since. Yesterday we've opened bearish. Zoom out and you can see significant move today in the market so far, breaking this level. Will we break and close below this, continuing down into 1868, which I've had marked out for a while? I was watching 19, we've met that target. Will we get a further push? And currently silver is moving significantly, has moved significantly lower compared to gold. You can see it's pulling back into this monthly 0.618 retracement area, and gold you can see we're not even at 0.5 yet from this swing low. So will we continue, as I was saying, into 0.5 and 0.618? Coming weeks will tell us that. So those two, gold and silver, have played out perfectly, beautifully. And commodities in general, if we just have a quick look, they're all pulling back. We've got lower highs and lower lows on platinum, palladium, with this big wick spike here, probably wiping out a lot of stops. It's sort of moving sideways, but moved significantly down recently. Copper, that's collapsed. Still bullish though. There's the previous swing low in the monthly. You can see the daily chart. This trend change here. Lower high, lower low, much lower low. Copper, there's the futures. Wheat also had a significant movement lower. Uranium, similar. Natural gas, bigger movement down. Currently looking like we're on the rise. However, we've made a clear lower low. Is this just a pullback? Lower high, continue now, bearish trend for this monthly pullback. So moving back to the other markets, oil. What did we say last week? Oil looking bearish so far, but will we consolidate? Still putting in higher lows. continue to the upside, or will we pull back? We'll get a better idea of that in the coming days. UK oil. So that's what's happened. We moved sideways and we had a significant movement down here this week, breaking this previous low and swing high currently, so it's looking bearish. So that's sort of confirming on the daily this monthly pullback, and I will be looking at, if we fix this up, because that's incorrect, you're looking for a pullback back into 0.382, 0.5, and possibly as low as here, $50 a barrel. We'll find that out in the coming months, but this would be my first long-term target, around $70, $80, 75, the way this daily trend is looking. Lower lows and lower highs. UK oil much the same. It's daily confirming this monthly pullback. Now the dollar. The dollar, let's have a quick look. Well, pretty much the same. Dollar index breaking higher. Looking at 106.421. Been watching that for a while. See this big movements straight up through 105. We'll break 106.421, proceed to 108. With a move like that, it's quite likely. Let's see. And that's exactly what happened. Look at the momentum. You can see it. This is the analysis on that video. Big break up higher. Closed above 106.421 was my first target. And then well, first price area. I'm not trading dollar, it's just simple like the next sort of move where I'm looking for it to move to in the Elliott wave analysis. If we sort of look and review where is it moving next, and you just go day by day. So this is clearly just on the open, continued this bullish movement, moved sideways, wicked up high, wiping out some shorts, probably thinking they're going to catch this pullback from there. That's the top, but bang, straight back up, blew their shorts, and now we've just continued. So this liquidity, wiping out that, continues this move higher. So we're straight through 108, which I was watching, and now next target I'm currently watching is 109.240 for the coming days and week. Is that this potential reversal point? Time will tell, or are we going back to 120 on the DXY? Yields, very interesting. So yields, we were looking for this pullback to end and continue lower. Yields, this stage, still got a higher low. If we break that low, probably the primary wave 2 and the start of a new decent retracement is happening. Actually bought into TLT last week. Stock market. Yep, so looking for that movement lower, and on that day, where were we? We had that big wick. So we were here, so we've gone up. Monday, Tuesday. Actually, no, sorry, that's not it. 6th, when was that? It's a Wednesday. Okay. So we've only had 4 days, that's right, because of the public holiday in the US. So 3 days up, rejected on the Friday, clearly rejected that 3.09%, closed lower, and now today we're continuing. Overall, look, high, lower low, lower high, lower high, lower high, swing, lower low, previous low, lower low again. So this is bearish. Currently the trend is bearish on the daily chart. Will that confirm this monthly retracement, or are we looking back at much lower level with a surge in bonds and bonds being bought for safety as we enter wave 3 of 3 in the stock market? Everything will fall and everything's sort of trending bearish in the last 6 months. That's what the charts say. That's the fact. Now, Dow Jones, we were watching for these moves up here and these possible reversal points that I had marked in. Quick look at that. Look at Dow Jones, we're getting this C wave, looking for that in the coming day or two, and then once that's over, possibly up into this first region, second region before turning around, looking for that continuation to the downside, watching it very, very closely. So what happened was we got straight back into 3193 and we had that marked out there, so it reached exactly there, and from that point we've moved sideways and now we're looking like we're slowing down with this momentum. Will we now continue the overall bearish trend, which you can see all-time high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower lows. It's bearish. So pulled back perfectly into that region, didn't close above it, rejected it, and now we're turning around. First region I'm watching for this to be confirmed is 331.012. So basically, main scenario I'm looking for is a break through 31.012 to confirm the bearish trend is continuing. If not, will we break back above the previous high to complete that C wave before then reversing, or have we completed it here? That's my level that I'm watching for that alternate scenario to be disregarded, because an Elliott wave, a wave 4 can't pull back into wave 2. So if that's wave 1, 2, this is a 4, can't pull back. Can't see it that well because we're on the daily, but on the smaller time frames, 4 hour and below, you can see that much clearer. At 5 wave, is it over or not? So that's worked out very well. I've got shorts placed on the moment on the S&P through ETF SPY. Now the stock market was much the same. It's pretty much the same. Nasdaq, exactly. Yeah, so they're all the same. So I won't go back to that to review. You can see we've moved up here last few days of the week. Come straight up to 39.01. Which did I have it marked out? Oh, that's the Nasdaq. Pretty much the same. 39.01. I had it marked there. As you can see, we've come up perfectly. Body just closed above it before we've rejected it the next day, closing below, and now today we've gapped a bit lower and moving to the downside. That's yesterday, because sorry, this isn't the futures, so it's not open yet. 11:30 it'll open PM tonight in Sydney. So first level I'm watching, like the Dow, is 3818.99 for this pullback to be over, because wave 4 cannot enter into wave 2 as per the Elliott wave rules. If not, will we break higher up through here to complete that C wave, or is this the reversal point now? Probability is we turn around now, and we'll wait and see. Nasdaq, much the same. Pulled back straight up into 12.175. Are we turning around to continue that? And as we've touched on, next targets I'm looking for 10,589, 9,000 long term. One step at a time. S&P, quick review at the targets. Through all these, and then 3,500, and then down into 3,195, 3,235. Measure this drop, 15 to 16%. Market sits the turn of the year to current levels, 19.8. So people, this is still not a technical bear market. So you've got to lose 20% before you decide. No thanks, I'm deciding here. As soon as this lower low is confirmed, lower high, I'm done. But as I mentioned, I sold a couple of years back. Now long bonds, inverse to 10-year yields, we've come up, pulled back into these levels, and now we're looking to continue, or is this just part of the pullback of this overall move before continuing back to 130.01? As we can see, we're making higher lows. If we break this high, then this bearish scenario for me, the probabilities are diminished. Futures in the S&P, you can see we're continuing this movement down. I want to see this break. I'm positioned accordingly. The market is so rigged, so overvalued. There's so much debt credit in the system. It's so engineered. It just needs an absolute clean out, basically. Volatility, we're up 3.36%. Quick look at cryptos before we wrap up. XRP moving sideways. Are we reversing from here, or are we going lower? Bitcoin, much the same. This is a potential turning point. Are we just stalling before moving lower? Ethereum, exactly the same. Time will tell. Still pretty bearish. I've heavily bought in around these levels. So quick recap. Gold, looking for this continuation down into 17.15 and possibly below before we get a decent retracement. Silver, much the same. In 18.68, 18.51. Before turning around. If we break through there, we could be heading lower. Oil, this is looking bearish. Monthly pullback looks to be happening. So coming weeks, months, back into the 80s and below. UK oil, much the same. Dollar, very bullish right now. We're going up into 109.240. Or we're going to have a change of trend now for a monthly pullback. Yields. Daily's looking bearish, so we're going to have a monthly pullback, therefore yields drop, money goes into bonds. You can see here, higher lows, higher highs. Open yesterday, we've made the swing low here. Dow Jones, reversing now, looking at 31.012 to confirm the reversal, otherwise, if not possible higher, price will continue before then reversing. S&P 3818.99, break that, we're going lower. Nasdaq, same thing, look for continuations in all of these indexes this week. Oh, we missed the Russell, that pulled up past the regions I was looking at, didn't quite make 1792. Looking quite bearish on the open on the first day of the trading week. And yeah, that's it for me now, guys. So watching for these continuations in the indexes. A bit lower in commodities, gold and silver specifically, for possible reversal points. Oil lower, but the way things are looking, money flows into bonds for safety. Most other things can sell off. Because this is wave 3 of 3, the most powerful wave. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Take care. Till next time. See you.